right. So, delegates, there should be no beating around the bush, right? We will talk straight about recovering your businesses from a sophisticated ransomware. Allow me to please rope in Nitin Bhatia to do the talk. He's Software Manager, India Data Protection Solution from Dell Technologies. Nitin, it's over to you.
Hi, friends. So we're going to cover on recovering your business from sophisticated ransomware. Today, Dell Technologies Cyber Recovery Solutions and Service provides highest level of protection, integrity, confidentiality to most of your valuable data and critical business. As we dive into our presentation today, we're going to cover how cyber recovery is going to help you uh, protect and recover your data from on-premise, multi-cloud, or from leading providers like AWS. This is an assurance that you can quickly recover your data from the most critical uh, part when there is a disruptive or a zero-day attack. Today, when you look at cyber recovery, the threats have become more sophisticated. It is not the matter of if, but when you face such an attack. In recent attacks, global companies like UHS have cost billions and lost revenue and also been damaged to their reputation and lack of shareholder confidence. Increasingly, you see regulators working towards a metric which could make sure that you've been protected, and there are uh, guidelines that have been raised to make sure you get your data in place and back into business. The sophistication is so high that today we are at a cyber war. You've seen multiple attacks like SolarWinds, the latest being an attack on the pipeline of the US, and many more. If you look at the cost today, Accenture forecast is that over 5 trillion of the global value is at risk in next 5 years. Attacks are virtually non-stop, and a cost per attack continues to increase. And while there is a common misconception that only certain size of business or industries are attacked, the reality is nobody is immune. Today, we see every sector, be it federated sectors like banking, uh, advanced information technologies, or today we are looking at bad actors targeting every potential business to take you down. Uh, if you go back, and I will quote here, the World Economic Forum, when accessing a global risk brought by pandemic, it said, and I quote here, according to the to 38% of the risk experts surveyed, the new working pattern is leading to cyber attack, data fraud, and most likely technological fallout and the risk to the world. And there are many more reports where we're speaking about an average, and the cyber attacks are so advanced that it can only be detected in 197 days. Today, hacktivists are going smarter and smarter, making sure that they are being able to compromise the image of your company. Now, if you look at cyber resilience, and experts and leaders globally, not only in the regulated industry, have been seeing that cyber resilience is about an air gap. It is about making sure that you have confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and making sure that you build a resilience architecture. It is critical to maintain encrypted backups. It ensures that backups are not connected to a network. So all these guidelines, if you look at, they are speaking about an air gap kind of a model. So what is the cyber attack transformation? Today, we are a data-driven world, and it has become not the matter of if, but when are we going to face the cyber attack? We are increasingly seeing that companies are looking towards a data approach. And with pandemics being with us, data is fueling your business. Making sure that you keep this in a more secured manner is what we're going to talk into our next slides. So if you look at the broad spectrum of the sophisticated cyber attacks, it is crime, insider threat, espionage, hacktivism, terrorism, and warfare. And each and every time there are multiples of these attacks in combination, which is what is hitting your system. It is not about why and how will you be making sure. Today, data driven approach is making sure that the testing times have gone down, exposing a lot of vulnerabilities coming forward. They are leading to a greater potential of cyber attack, and damage is even more. Cyber resilience is a strategy, and this is where we look at NIST framework, which is talking about resilience, which is meaning to prepare and adapt to the changing conditions and withstand and recover rapidly from disruptions. Resilience includes the ability to withstand and recover from a deliberate attack, accidents, and naturally occurring threats or incidents. The digital world is its reliance on data and real-time access to devices. Uh, I'm sure you completely agree that today, bring your own device is not a strategy anymore. It is a necessity. It has become more important that you built in a framework that protects your entire business, organization, and entity. When you look at that is where the cyber recovery solution comes handy. Cyber recovery distinguishes itself from a traditional backup and disaster recovery. It is in several ways, which it covers in few slides. Cyber recovery provides additional layers of physical security, and I'm going to speak into details of why physical security is important today. We are looking at integrity of your data, making sure the critical workloads are available when and where, and in a way that you can recover and get to your business faster. And more importantly, confidentiality, because the moment your data is compromised for an espionage, for any of the requirements, it becomes more and more uh, impact to your shareholders, to your entities, to your organizations of compromisation of this data. We've heard about local data being compromised, people getting off businesses, getting off apps, of losing business. And today at Dell Technologies, with the #1 leadership, we've come a long way. We started working with our customers in 2015 with just the first isolated recovery environment, which was the baseline to the cyber recovery data protection. We've and today, when I speak to you in 2021, we've introduced the cyber recovery in a cloud environment as well. Today, when we're looking at, we've more than 750 active customers who are relying on Dell data protection and cyber recovery, making sure that their data is protected in an air gap model, and we can run analytics onto it. In future slides, we are going to be discussing into the details of what, and at each step, how is it important to protect your information and what is the best way to do it. What are the basic requirements of cyber recovery? Making sure that your data is isolated, which means it has to have a physical separation. And these are the three major components of any cyber resilient solution. Isolation, make sure that you put it in a locked room, off-prem, in a cloud vault, just logically separating out from your core network, making it immutable. Although the market disagrees on the standard definition, but Dell defines immutability as hardware and software, in addition to controls, making sure that you have a maker checker on your data, and only two people signing in could make sure that your data can be deleted, protects you from insider threats. And we're going to discuss more into details of these. Intelligence, applying the AI ML architecture, getting you intelligence of a potential cyber threat. Today, you spend a lot of uh, energy, time, money in terms of knowing what happened. And today, the intelligence of machine learning helps you not only about identifying the potential threats, but also making sure that the recovered data is in a form to get you back into business. What are the areas which we cover in the cyber recovery? You talk about on-prem architecture. This is the maximum control on your data because the vault is locally available. You have physical access to these environments in a multi-cloud approach, or working with partners like AWS to quickly, easily deploy this into a cloud architecture. Today, cyber recovery protects and provides recovery across all these premises. We're talking about customers who've taken a step of moving slow, starting with the most critical information and doing a big bang approach of making sure that you keeping a data in an isolated, physically separated room with biometric accesses to make sure that none of your data is even compromised on a physical layer at times. Let's look at an architecture today, and I'm going to build this slide up to make sure we look at the complete architecture. So when you're looking at today, your production and backups are two copies that you already have. We are making a sync copy on an automated operational air gap, moving the data into a cyber recovery vault, keeping a lock onto it so that they're immutable, and then putting an extra cover of multiple snapshots and converting it into a worm architecture, which are the four steps that operates into making sure that you have a last good copy of your data. Now, once we've isolated this architecture, you look at doing analysis on that data, making sure that if there is any compromise that you see that is impacted your data, you're able to eliminate that threat even before it impacts your production environment. And when the zero-day attack, you're able to recover it. If I look at the second architecture, and as I said in my previous slide, it is not about where your data resides, be it residing on-prem in your on-prem data center or in the cloud architecture. We are here to protect all your information. We maintain a copy from multiple sources into the cyber vault so that your traditional as well as the next generation platforms are protected from any zero-day attacks. When we look at recovery into AWS architecture, we worked with partners like AWS, making sure that you have out-of-box experience as a cloud experience, making sure that using VPCs, we are able to build this, and your time to starting your cyber recovery journey is faster. Let's get into seeing what are your advantages. Now, when you look at the cyber recovery advantages, we're doing physical isolation. And as I said, these are the three major components when you look at any cyber recovery solution. Cyber recovery makes sure that it is physically isolated in the vault situation, the operationally air gap, it has multi-layers of security, and CyberSense enables you assured recovery of good data. Let's look at what cyber recovery good, better, best means. We're making sure that it is integratedly locked with SE 17A4 compliant, worm immutable. It is best when it is content indexed, and the better part works on from insider threats and a multi-vendor support. When we look at best, we are talking about a comprehensive index which provides you where your data resides, what format, is there a file which has been corrupted, is there a breach of accounts, is there an executable allowed, there is a doc file which is named as exe or an exe file named as doc, and maintained as a bot in your environment. We scan this, give you intelligence from a single pane of glass. And if you look at an alert on my screen right now, it actually tells you that the data has been compromised, the copy is infected, and you may now start looking at the details of what went wrong, where was the infection, even before it is impacted your production architecture. Is it that only federated industries, local government bodies, or is it that everybody is impacted? And here is what I would say. Key is data to every industry: healthcare, financial, life sciences, oil and gas. If you are a part of the industry, this is a solution for you. It is not industry specific. It is not about saying that I may not get compromised because my industry is not regulated. Today, people are looking at your organization to make sure if they find a loophole to take you down. Where do you start? You could start now. Just starting with your architectures of Active Directory, DNS dumps, your network switch environments, your documentations. This is the most critical data that we've identified over time in an architecture where you should maintain this data at any given point of time. And if anything goes wrong, you would be able to come back into business, making sure that you're ready to write your checks, start releasing your invoices, and you're able to get back into operations from whichever side that you are.
Nitin, thank you so much for your remarks, and for everybody who just watched the session. You can tweet about your learnings using the hashtag ETDataCon. And with that, here I will be a good announcer. I would let you know that a roundtable that's going to be centered around transforming customer experience in NBFCs with cloud data and AI that's powered by Cloud Era is shortly going to take place. It starts at 11 a.m. and continues till 12 p.m. So if you're interested in attending the roundtable, that's the place and that's the icon to click, right? With that, ladies and gentlemen, leading figureheads are going to hold the fort for the first panel discussion of the day. I will just get connected to our panelists very shortly and we'll be right back on the screen. Stay tuned.